Hi, it's Thermal Imploder, and today I have some, in my opinion, bad news for Star Wars. Now, you would like to hear me out probably if you are new because, well, director Rian Johnson is, taking now a new trilogy in the Star Wars universe, and I personally did not like The Last Jedi at all, and he directed it, so I have this little article and I'll read it to you, and yeah, but I personally don't want him directing it or making it, so yeah. Now, here's the article. Director Rian Johnson is on top of the world right now. His Star Wars The Last Jedi is one of the best reviewed films in the Star Wars franchise. The film just had the second biggest opening weekend of all time. But Johnson isn't going to rest on his laurels. The filmmaker is already planning his new Star Wars trilogy, which will be set outside the ongoing saga. Johnson is understandably tight-lipped about most details of his still-in-development trilogy, but he recently provided an update on the project. If you thought Star Wars The Last Jedi felt very different when compared to the rest of the Star Wars franchise, you haven't seen anything yet. Last Jedi director Rian Johnson is already in the planning stages for his new Star Wars trilogy, which will be far removed from the ongoing Star Wars saga and take audiences to even more unexpected places. Obviously, we are still a few years away from seeing Johnson's new trilogy, so it'll be some time before we have specific details. Johnson spoke with The Hollywood Reporter and gave a few interesting updates on the project. When THR asked the director when and where in the timeline his new trilogy will be set, Johnson said that he hasn't quite nailed that aspect down yet, and revealed that it's one of the elements he's not entirely interested in. I am at the very beginning of trying to come up with it, and honestly, timeline-wise, I'm not sure yet. In a way, it's interesting, but in a way, it's the least interesting part of it to me. I'm more thinking, what's the story going to be? Who's it going to follow? What elements is it going to have? What kind of drama is in it? My head right now is more in that place. I haven't really gotten into it. Right now, I'm mostly excited by the potential and just starting to form little clusters of ideas of what it might become. While Johnson is in the process of wrapping up a lengthy press tour for The Last Jedi, he shows no signs of slowing down. In the THR interview, the director says that rather than feel exhausted by the long process of making that The Last Jedi, he's energized to get right back to work. We're going to figure out the timing of the next one. We haven't figured it out yet. I'll say I don't feel like it. Oh my god, we're going to figure out the timing of the next one. We haven't figured it out yet. I'll say I don't feel like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. I need to sit on a bench for a month. I feel creatively energized right now. I feel like I want to jump right into work. This whole process has left me feeling ready to jump in and do it again right away. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a good sign. So, you heard it here now. Not too many people actually know about this, but yes, it is true. Rian Johnson is now directing a whole new trilogy. Now, if you're confused by a whole new trilogy, basically, the whole entire Star Wars that we have and know today this is a trilogy, what we have. So none of this will really exist in he can make it exist if he wants to make it canon. I doubt he will. But yeah, so basically, he's making a whole new Star Wars thing. And it won't even be Star Wars as we know it today, and he even admits that it will be super different. I personally hate this, and if you guys want me to make a video about my opinion on it, then please comment down below, #opinion video, and I will make it, because I really personally have a lot of mixed feelings about this, and I feel like mostly I hate it. And the main reason, and you guys probably will agree with me, is because it's not really considered Star Wars, if you know what I'm saying. So, basically, everything that exists right now will no longer exist in his new trilogy. Now, the trilogy, we don't have any exact dates, but it most likely will be coming out, though, in the far future. In other words, after 2020, most likely 2021. So, I am very disappointed in this, I have to say. I do definitely feel like that this is really going to tear Star Wars fans apart, and most will hate it, and I feel like Disney will probably ultimately end up taking it down. Now, when I first heard, oh, there's a new Star Wars trilogy, my first thoughts were, oh, sweet, we're getting, my first thoughts were, oh, we're getting the Old Republic films, maybe. But no, we're not. None of that, nothing Star Wars exists. And even if the others does, he does make it exist, it won't be Star Wars, he says. And he probably won't even maybe involve most of the stuff that we have. And everything we know today will not really exist. Now, one of the things that I love about Star Wars is it all has a story that never ends and all connects. I feel like Disney really shouldn't be doing this, and that this is a stupid move. But yeah, so I can talk about this all day and stuff, so I probably will make a video if enough of you want it. So yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below if you want my opinion on this in another video, and I will be seeing you tomorrow.